Live from Aunt Betty's Studios in Carson City, Nevada.
From First Presbyterian Church, where we are opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond, it's the Mary and Sherri Show.
Yay!
That's anticlimactic, but okay. Good morning and thank you for joining me. We have a lot of fun things coming up that we want to talk about today. So many opportunities.
Yeah, it's a little overwhelming. We show up to all of them.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
We're always there. It's great.
It is, actually.
Yeah. So the shout out this week. Mm-hmm. Is that me or is that? Yeah, that's me.
That's you.
Yeah. It's to all of our musicians everywhere who do all of these different things. It's so great on Sunday mornings. They actually serve all over town and do gigs all over town. We have lots of great musicians. So
neat. Shouting
out to you this morning.
The first thing coming up is tomorrow and Saturday, the 6th and 7th. I can't believe it's already this far into September.
Yeah.
From 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the Fellowship Hall is a ginormous fabric sale. And I guess it's mostly like quilting fabric, but not that you have to use it for that. Everything is $5 a yard, and it's sold by the piece. So they're not going to cut anything for you. And all the proceeds will benefit the Old Sanctuary Fund.
Yeah.
So
I guess if you're into quilting, making stuff, fabric is good. If you're not into those things, be creative.
There you go.
You can think of all sorts of things.
Well, and I shared it on Facebook, and I have a couple friends that are really into quilting, but they live farther east, and they said, "Oh, I wish I could be there." So do I.
Yeah. Next time.
Yes.
Everyone should just move closer to Carson. That'll be fine.
Right?
All right. So this Sunday, Adult Sunday School is starting back up as well. Bill Rose is teaching a class, Paul, His Life and Teachings. That's pretty important because Paul wrote like half of the New Testament. Mm-hmm. So sounds great. I'm really excited for that.
Absolutely. All right. Here's the big one.
Yeah.
Alpha.
Definitely. Big one.
So that's starting this coming Monday. We're just Friday, Saturday, 4 days away.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
No pressure.
It's gonna be okay.
Actually, it is because we've been working on it for months.
Yes, we have.
And we have prayed for God to put the people in place that need to be where they need to be. Mm-hmm. And He's faithful, and He did.
Yeah.
And we got to this week, and we're just kind of like, what else is there to do?
Yeah,
we're pretty much ready. I got the name tags all ready for yesterday. Yeah. And
it was funny. We sat down Tuesday morning, because Monday was a holiday, and said, okay, what do we need to do this day? We're like, I think it's done. I think it's ready. That was really, that was actually more stressful, I think, than having things to do.
As opposed to, okay, wait a minute, I still need to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But at any rate, so those of you who are table hosts and helpers, we're going to see you at 5:15 p.m. Come into the Family Life Center. I understand that Linda has her crew meeting at 4. Wow. That makes sense. And they're going to do their own sort of team huddle and whatever. And you know what? We're just going to dig in and go. And we're probably going to make some mistakes.
Yeah. Well,
and
that's
have that be okay.
That's right. And this is soft launch. Mm-hmm. We know you're inviting friends, family. You're inviting people from outside the church. That's awesome. We want that. But we also didn't blast it to the whole community this time, just because we did want to be able to make some mistakes.
Right.
We wanted them to be people that we knew and say, hey, we're going to be figuring this out a little bit. So I wanted to add, I'm so excited by the response from our church. When we did training last week, we had 30 people show up. We were expecting about 10. And
we extended that invitation. We said, hey, maybe you didn't sign up to be a host or helper, but you want to know more about how it goes. And they responded.
Yeah, incredible. So I am so excited. I think this is going to be really great. And it's not written on our sheet here, but I actually have another shout out, and it's for Sherri. Because none of this would be happening without Sherri. She works so hard behind the scenes to make all of these different things happen.
Stop it, I'm blushing.
And everyone needs to know that. Everyone needs to know how key Sherri is.
Well,
and there are a number of other folks too, but yeah, just
been wonderful to have the
Sherri
tools
this
to be able to do it, and so thank you. I appreciate that. And you know what? Though, can I do a third shout out?
I guess. I mean, you edit the stuff, so it's up to you.
Well, I want to give a shout out to everybody in our congregation who's been praying for Alpha.
Yes.
Whether they have decided to be involved in Alpha or they've said, not this time, but I'm willing to pray. And they've set those alarms on their phones. Yeah. Mine still surprises me every day. It's the funniest thing. It goes off. And I chose something very subtle. But 11:02, and I mean, I have stopped in Walmart. I stopped in the middle of a craft fair in Sacramento this weekend. Wherever I am, I just stop and we do it.
I love it. I mean, I feel like that is the sort of purpose the Christian life gives you, right? It's about more than this moment. It's about giving our time to God, giving our lives to God, and being excited about what He's doing. So that's been I've been really encouraged by stopping every day at 11:02 to pray. That's great.
And I'm excited for not only the people that we're going to reach, but I'm excited for a renewal within our own spirits as we grow closer and we really feel the presence of the Holy Spirit calling on us. So anyways, it's super exciting if you haven't figured that one out yet. And we're excited to get going on it. So
good. Okay, Mountain Movers is coming up on Tuesday. So next week at Tuesday, and it's at 6 o'clock here at the church. And last week we had, not last week, 2 weeks ago, I guess. No, it was last week.
Last week. It's every other week.
Yeah, we're in time warp. It's great. But last week there were 12 kids who showed up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a record-breaking night for Mountain Movers. And I was getting text messages from some of our leaders. Oh, this is amazing. We got 12 kids. I'm like, be cool. All right. So I've told that joke about 16 times over the last week.
That's the first time I've heard it, though.
Okay.
So
well,
that was a real reaction.
Yeah.
Don't scare them off. Don't scare them off. No, that's what I think that summer was difficult. We had to start it when we started it, but summer is difficult because people are doing things, and I know our leaders were like, what are we going to do when school starts? They're going to be busier and whatever. And boom, turns out people are saying, hey, we're back on a schedule. Let's bring people in. And
Incredible.
Been awesome. So thank you to all of you who are leading Mountain Movers. Okay, so this coming Saturday is the third annual Autumn Alliteration Adventure.
Well, not this coming Saturday.
No, that's right.
Next Saturday.
Sorry. Yes, not 2 days from now.
Yeah.
The 14th. The 14th is the third annual Autumn Alliteration Adventure. There are 3 parts to that. There's the part everybody really loves is the casserole cook-off.
I'm excited.
All right. Yeah. Now, are you planning on cooking a casserole?
I think.
You do enjoy.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't decided which one yet. I used to make a lot of casseroles. I haven't done it much lately. So yeah, we'll have to throw something out there so we can gloriously lose to Bill Rose, right? Isn't it
Probably.
Bill?
Well, Randall Gray. But he won't be here. He is taking off today for vacation in Oregon.
That's right. Yeah. I was hoping.
Giving somebody else.
Want to go up against the best of the best.
Well, you will. Don't
hear me, Randall? Yeah.
There's still the chili cook-off because you just missed the chili cook-off.
That's true.
This last year, so that one. But at any rate, we do have the casserole cook-off. Please bring a casserole and come in. If you're doing a casserole, you need to be here at 4:15 so that our judges can do that. And I need to find some judges. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, gee, I don't want to cook a casserole, but I'd love to taste some, let me know.
That sounds great.
Otherwise, I'll be asking people on Sunday. And then we have the film festival, which I've been busy editing some films, just some short little films. We had our great big one, Mr. Potato Head, a few years back, which was hysterical. And we have plans for a second one, but we have been running. I know you get tired of hearing this, but you hit the ground running, and then you forced the rest of us to go from a crawl to a run.
Oh, you guys are already running.
We haven't had time to do anything big, but we're hoping next year we can do the follow-up to Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
And then we have the song soiree, and Hallie is going to lead us in praise songs. And it's such a fun night of praise and laughter and good food. It's just a great time to invite a friend.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
So, September 14th, be there. Oh, and it's 70s themed. I'm sorry, one more thing. 70s themed, so bonus points if you dress in your 70s. I'm going to wear one of my mother's old dresses that I just happen to have. And I asked for pictures of you in the 70s, and I haven't dug mine out yet because, like I said, I was a kid and my parents did a fantastic job of dressing me in the 70s.
Yeah.
But Karen Kipler sent me this wonderful photo. I'm going to put it up here right now for you to see. This is her and her sister in London in the 70s. And if this does not scream 1970s, it's beautiful. It's glorious. Thank you, Karen, for sharing this.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I will not be bringing pictures of me in the 70s.
Probably
I was not alive.
Right.
So it's all new to me. I have noticed, though, how, everything old is new again, right? And people wear clothes.
Oh, yeah.
I remember a few years ago going back to my alma mater and looking around and thinking, why are all of the college girls dressed like my mom? I don't understand what happened here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's great.
Bell bottoms and platform shoes. And,
yeah. So young people, they bring it back.
There you go.
Well, next, friendship suppers. So the return of the friendship suppers here, September 20th and 21st. And if you would like to host a friendship supper, you can sign up with Diane Young or Sandy Erisman. And you can also sign up with them if you'd simply like to attend a friendship supper. Is Randall hosting one?
He should be back by then, and they have. And I will say, the last time they hosted, Randall takes great pride in his cooking, which he should.
Right.
And he made this wonderful meal, but the hit of the meal was his wife's dessert.
Nice. See, I was hoping if he's doing that, maybe I can be part of his group and I can try and show him up in his own home. So, Randall, you hear that?
Can you just feel, and they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love.
That's right. Because even after, one of us loses horribly to the other, we will still love each other. It'll be great.
That's true.
So that's what Christians do, or something. Yeah.
But we have many wonderful cooks, but we have, it seems like, a lot of men who really are excellent cooks. And I just say, as a wife of one of those, we really do appreciate you guys. It's so nice. So nice to have such good cooks with us. So. Yeah. All right. Well, before we wrap it up, we have our missions to pray for this week. And I know I'm going to mispronounce it, Sane Bite in Belize with Calvary Chapel and the Menzies. And we have a close connection with them. I know that Karen and Mike Klug spend some time with them, and they went down there this year. And so, again, it's just, I think, ministry looks so different there than it does here. And sometimes we can't even imagine what it might be like. Like, hey, we're just going to fix up somebody's home, their little tiny home, so they have somewhere safe to spend the nights. And I think it kind of looks different on the surface in a lot of ways. True.
But people all have the same needs everywhere.
True.
We are all built to need God, and we're all built to be loved. All of these things. So
very true.
It's great. The Menzies were actually here 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they weren't able to come to the church to see all of us, but we did. There was the missions committee put on a barbecue. That was really great to get to meet them. They're wonderful.
Good. And then locally, we want to pray for fish.
Yeah.
Friends in Service Helping.
Yeah.
And they've done a tremendous growth within the last few years in Carson City, and just really helpful to our local folks.
Yeah.
So.
I'm actually going to see Jim from Fish in like an hour.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's why we're in here so early this morning.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
okay. Well, this says wrap it up, and my role is this is YouTube.
So we invite you to like, subscribe, and
which one of this is this?
I'll hold this.
Okay, you hold that.
And I chose this specifically. Go ahead and ring the dinner bell.
Ring the bell.
Right? Dinner bell, because the casserole cook-off on the 14th, and then, of course, the friendship suppers on the 20th and 21st.
And Alpha.
And Alpha, we're going to eat at Alpha, and Mountain Movers are going to eat.
Yeah. You know what? Food. Jesus loves food, right? He always was eating with people. So
that's true.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun to look through the New Testament and realize those things. Just the basic ground level things like breaking bread together.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right.
Awkward ending. No. What? How do we? We're done, right?
I'm going to have to look at that when I edit to see what that was. I don't know. We are done. And so, as my headphones fall off, goodbye. We will see you Saturday at the fabric sale, and then Sunday at 8:45 for the adult Bible study.
Okay.
And then 10 a.m. for our regular worship service, which isn't going to be a regular worship service.
That's true. We probably should have said something about that.
Well, now's our chance.
Okay, well, this Sunday you can expect something different because with Alpha starting up on Monday, we know this is one of those moments that we want to remember. We want to pause, and it's a service of prayer, turning to God and saying, hey, whatever you are going to do, here we are. We want to be part of it. So make sure you come. Make sure you come. Tune in if you can't make it in person. Try and join us live because I think that's really going to be a meaningful thing. Okay.
Okay.
Now.
Well then, goodbye, and we'll see you Sunday.
I'll be there.
Me too.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. And what was the other thing? Hold on. One other thing. 70s themed. There was something else. Oh, that's what it is. It's written on here.
This is YouTube.
That was really great, but I had a tickle in my throat.
Okay.